I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I grew up in Milwaukee, in the hood, where making it out was never promised. I've been through betrayal, pain, and times where I almost lost everything, including my life. But I'm still here. I'm still standing. This channel is about real stories, raw lessons, and surviving what most people don't even talk about. If you from the struggle or even want the truth, you in the right place. This is my story, and it's just getting started. What's up, YouTube? It's Friday. Samir back with another banger for y'all this Friday, man. Please like, subscribe, and comment and share, man. I want to push my channel to as many people. Plus, it helped the algorithm and it helped me to continue to try to push this to other young people's that maybe one of these stories can help that young individual not go down the path that I went through when I was growing up. Now, this particular story I'm going to tell y'all about is about one of my friends. I found out later on was a serial rapist. This guy name was Reco, man. Now, Reco stayed on 4-5. Well, he didn't stay on 4-5, but he lived with one of my guys on 4-5 because Reco couldn't go home and chill with his dad because his dad had PTSD from the army. So at night, Reco couldn't go to the bathroom. Reco couldn't really move around the house because he said that his dad would jump up with a gun like he ready to unalive him. So Reco wasn't staying with his dad a lot. Reco would be staying with one of my guys, and his sister them for a while. Now, Reco was nuts. We call him Nut. We called him all that. And they called him Nut because Reco used to do like a lot of like crazy little things. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one day we sitting on the block, on 4-5 and we chilling. Nice day. And we had a little, I'm talking to Reco and I'm like, Reco, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm just playing with him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I got $50 for you. You know what I'm saying? Now, Reco, he used to hustle for us, you know what I'm saying? Because Reco really didn't have no family up there in Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? So really, he hung around us and we was like his family. So he hung around us and our family. We was like his family. You know what I'm saying? So one day I tell Reco, I say, Reco, man, I got $50 for you, bro. I'm like, but to get this $50, what you got to do is wait on the car to come and then roll in front of the car. I told him to roll in front of the car. So he like, bet. I was like, this man ain't going to do it. I said, you think he going to do it? I'm talking to one of my guys. I said, you think he going to do it? He like, oh, nut to do it. So he really like geeking him up. And I'm like, man, this man ain't gonna do it. Cause I'm thinking, you roll in front of the car can run you up, you ain't gonna get no $50. But the man actually did it, man. The car was coming down the street. I'm sitting there. This man turtle tumble in front of the car. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I'm like, oh my God, this dude all crazy. So, I want to give him the $50, man. And that's how Reco was. Like, Reco did like crazy stuff like that. Like, I remember another time where Jermaine told him, I give you some Al Green, you roll down the stairs. He rolled down the stairs hard. Like, Reco used to do that, and we used to call him Nut. He was funny. You know what I'm saying? Reco wasn't no angry guy where he, like to fight or do nothing like that. Reco was like a funny character, always sneaky, but funny. So I remember a time it was me, my guy, Reco. Reco came to us while we sitting in the house. He like, I know somewhere we could get, you know what I'm saying, some TVs and some stuff like that. I know a house we could hit. And normally I don't break into houses. I was more of like a stick up artist. I'm more of like, yeah, I was more of like a stick up artist. I don't break into no house. If I'm gonna do anything, I would have rather took it than kind of stole it from somebody. So, but this day I'm like, you know, hey, it is what it is. That's money. You know what I'm saying? So when he say that, we hop in the car with my guy, and he take us over to this house. When he take us to this house, I'm like, we sitting there. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Who stay here? Like, how you know the house? Who stay here? So he like, a friend of mine. I already, they gone to work. Woo 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 woo. So I'm like, a friend of yours now, we been hanging with Reco for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't never been over this way. I ain't even know he had people over this way. So when he said a friend of his, it was kind of weird out, but I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, you go on and go first. Then if it's your friend, make sure you woo woo. So he go like he already been to this house before, like he know the house. So I'm assuming it must have been a friend of him. So me, my other guy, then we go in, we downstairs, we taking everything, you know what I'm saying? We grabbed everything we could get, PlayStations, everything that we could get to stuff it in the car. Rico go upstairs and then he go grab some stuff and come back, boom. Now, he come out last and me and Jermaine and me and my guy in the car waiting on him. So we get back to the house, we look at everything that we had and then we go on and get to selling everything. You know what I'm saying? So later on, I end up, at this time that we doing everything, you hear on the news that it's a Sherman Park rapist. It's a guy going around raping people in the area in the vicinity of where we stay at. Now, when they say the Sherman Park rapist, that's from like 43rd all the way to like 51st, or you could go from I want to say you could go from what's that? Hadley. It's like in the Sherman Park area in Milwaukee. If y'all familiar with Milwaukee, y'all will know. But so they calling somebody a Sherman Park rapist. Now, Rico, when we be chilling at night, some nights, people be like, where Rico at? Because everybody used to seeing him. Everybody like to mess with Rico. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I remember even one day, he chilling in my guy's house, him and his sister, and his sister get the bright idea. I mean, we all up there kicking it. And the sister used to be like, they ain't even really, they ain't like Rico because they thought Rico was just dirty and, you know what I'm saying, and nasty, which he was, but he was a cool dude to be with. Like if you needed somebody to take something, Rico gonna go and do it. If you needed somebody, he was the biggest send off person that, hey, Rico gonna do what you want him to do if he your friend, right? So I remember one day we sit in my guy's house and my guy's sister like, Rico nasty. So we all come together like, man, you go get a bucket of water, go get a bucket of water. And then since, because we've been asking Rico for the past couple of days, man, go on and jump in the shower while you laying around the house. Dirty coming in here dirty, man, and you could be jumping around in the shower. You musty, you don't nobody want to smell you. Go on and jump in the shower. So this day I come in, it's probably early in the morning. Rico laid on the couch and I'm talking to my god sister. She like, let's get a bucket of water and throw it on Rico. Like, since he don't want to jump in the shower, we gonna just throw the water on him and make him jump in the shower. So everybody laughing. We thought it was funny, you know what I'm saying? So we all sitting there laughing. So she go grab the water and she tossed it on Rico. And when she tossed the water on Rico, man, I remember this to this day, man. It looked like you seen it on the movies. It looked like he was about to melt from the water. It was crazy. And I'm gonna tell y'all something about that. Don't ever throw water. I didn't know this. We was young. And if you young, learn from this. Do not throw water on nobody. We almost killed Rico that day. So when she throw the water on him, He said, like he itching and he can't breathe. I'm like, what the hell wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, is he human? Is the water melting? You know what I'm saying? He like, so they like, I'm like, is the water melting? But no, what's going on is he itching because he hasn't been in the shower. So when the water hit him, he itching, but it also went down his throat and it's choking him. He can't, he like that. I'm like, so what we gonna do now? At where the house that he in, we always said it was a spot because we hustled little Al Green up out of it. And we had some Al Green up in there. So when he choking and stuff, she like, call the ambulance. I'm like, my guy like, absolutely not. He gotta go. and Rico like, so for some reason he don't want the ambulance, the police to come now. So he trying to get down the stairs. He end up throwing it up. Make a long story short, he end up throwing it up. So later on, I must end up going to jail. I got caught. I went to jail for a robbery. This happened. I'm gonna tell y'all the story later, but I end up going to a gas station. One robbery. I end up going to the gas station and actually busting a man in the head with a bottle because he was grabbing me. I end up busting him up in the head with a bottle. I end up cutting him all up in the head because the bottle busted. I cut him, gave me stitches, and the guy actually said I robbed him, but I didn't rob the guy or nothing, man. But that's what I end up going to jail for. So I end up going to jail later on for a robbery. End up getting time in the boy, Ethan Allen boys home. And while I'm doing my time, I end up getting, I think I got 2 years for that. And I called back home to my guy probably like, I think I was in jail probably like 6 months. No more than 6 months. I end up calling home to my guy, and my guy like, Reco in jail. I'm like, Reco in jail? No, I found out Reco went to jail from my mom. She's like, your friend went to jail. I said, for what? They trying to say he the Sherman Park rapist. So I'm like, what? Nah, Reco ain't no Sherman Park rapist. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So, like, yeah, he went. So then, about a week later, they like, Reco escaped from the detention center. I'm like, oh, wow. So Reco escaped. He go to my guy house that I told you that we be kicking it. He over there kicking it with him, hiding out, trying to hide out at his mom. I'm hiding out with them, and my guy them still taking him in. Now, when I called to the house, I'm like, man, what's going on? They're like, yeah, Reco escaped. The police looking for him, though. But guess what he gonna say, Red? I was like, what's going on? He's like, Reco tried to say that you was the one out there raping people. I'm like, what? I'm like, man, get up out of here. He said, no, that was you. They said they got him mistaken for you. Now, me and Reco both was brown skinned. Didn't look nothing like him. He had nappy fro. I always had a bald head. I ain't look nothing like Reco, but we was both brown skinned, probably the same height. Not the same, muscular stature or nothing. Reco was a little skinny guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, that man gone crazy. Man, that man, I said, man, I said, if he get put up in here, I'm at his butt, right? Just sitting there lying. So they end up catching him like 3 days later. And the police actually come to Wells to talk to me. So, hey, I guess he was telling the police it wasn't him. He was trying to put everything on me, I guess, because I'm the only one locked up. I'm not around, and I ain't really kicking like that with him. But he actually tried to put everything on me. And so I tell the police, they come and talk to me. I'm like, man, I said, you can take my DNA or whatever you need to do, man. I don't do nothing like that. They like, nah, we don't need to take your DNA. We just need to know, what do you know? Do you know anything about what's going on? I'm telling them, I don't know nothing about none of what's going on. I didn't even know the man was out there doing nothing like that. Now, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, did this brother just take us to a house and when he broke in the house, did he just take us to that house that he already sexually assaulted an individual in? Man, I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I didn't broke into a house with the man. Now I'm thinking that this man sexually assault a person in the house that he took me and my guy them to, and trying to say it was me now. I'm like, my fingerprints could be in there, anything. So I'm like, nah, man, I don't know nothing about none of that. They like, I'm like, so what? I mean, I don't even know how y'all figure it's him. So the police was saying like, a lady was driving past and actually pointed him out and identified him, saying that he was the guy that broke into her house and sexually assaulted her. Now on the news, you hearing about this Sherman Park rapist all summer long. So he had to be doing it to a lot of women. And not only that, some of the women he gave diseases to. You know what I'm saying? Now, the crazy part about this now, bro, is that when Reco was dressed up, when we get Reco clothes or Reco get dressed up and things like that, a lot of women liked him. A lot of women wanted to mess with Reco. Reco could have been messing with anybody that's in the hood. The hood is 100 women out there, and they loved us. You know what I'm saying? At this time, we used to have girls come to the spot all the time, different women. You know, a lot of women love to be dealing with Reco because Reco had like a nappy fro, but it was curly because he was mixed with some. But they definitely liked the Reco. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, Jermaine's, my guy's sisters didn't like it because they lived with him, so they knew how dirty he was. But the people outside there really liked it, Reco. So I'm like, man, Reco could have any girl he want. I don't think he would be out there actually sexually assaulting women. But when I think back to the times when we'll be in the house and everybody just kicking it, and we all at the spot and we all kicking it, and we drinking, smoking, doing all of that, and we'll look around like, where Reco go? And he'd disappear. He'd be gone. He'd disappear for like hours. He'd be disappeared for like hours, bro. And then he'd just pop back up like, what? You know what I'm saying? And we ain't thinking nothing of it because Reco dad actually stayed on 48. So we would think that Reco went home to get his clothes, get some clothes, or to get something because he still stayed with his dad. He just stayed with my guy because at night because his dad's thing. So yeah, they end up getting the DNA back, and it was really Reco. Reco ended up getting 160 some years in prison, man, for being a serial Sherman Park rapist. You know, and this is a good lesson. This is a good lesson. The reason I wanted to tell this story right here, man, is because I know it's a lot of brothers walking around here. They may be in gangs, they may be in cliques, and they walking around here with people they believe they know. You know what I'm saying? And with Reco, I was hanging out with Reco for about 5 years. He hung with my family. He was around my sisters. He was around my moms. Uh, and I just think back, this brother could have actually did something to my sisters, my cousins, my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Because he stayed around all of us and he hung with us and he was like a good friend and everybody liked him. And you would never just thought that he was that person. So I think the lesson from this, man, is to be careful, you know, who you be around. And if you see like weird stuff like people disappearing and coming back out the blue, you know, and you begin to sense some strange stuff, man. I know I had a feeling that something was going on with him. We just never could put a hold on. I like Reco just be disappearing, but we would never think that he was out there sexually assaulting people because he had plenty of women. Ain't no reason for you to do it. But that just goes to show you, man, the people that you be around, you never know an individual until you know an individual. Stop bringing people around y'all families, just because they your friends and you think you got a good relationship with them. You know, you gotta hold your family safe, man. Keep your family safe. Stop bringing your friends around your family. Stop, you know, be careful of who you be around because everybody ain't who you think they is. And man, subscribe to my channel, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all like this story, man. And go check it out. Yeah, I mean, if you from Milwaukee, you can check it out. You can hear about the Sherman Park Rapist. Yeah, it's definitely out there. But go on to check it out. It's a true crime. But that guy right there was my friend. That guy right there is my friend, and we did a lot of things together. He's not my friend now, but he was at that time. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and comment. And share this channel, man, so I can help other people, you know, may not go through the same thing I went through, man. Make us stay from around some of the people that I was around. You know what I'm saying? You may get a sign, they may get a sign from something I just said right here in this video to figure out that somebody there around is doing something crazy. So I love y'all, man. Y'all keep supporting me, man. Share my channel, comment. Peace.